This week on the Spotlight, we flash back to the days of Tom Thibodeau at the helm of the Chicago Bulls. And then we go into the present with Mr. Second Base. He's playing better now. And then we talk to a relief pitcher named Zach, who needs a little bit more work. And then finally we finish with Avasale this week on the Spotlight. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. From wherever Chicago sports teams are making news, it's the 27th year of the Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to the Cove for Benkowski Trivia, Wednesday, August 26th at 8 p.m. Great people, great game, 1750 East 55th Street. You will have fun, so just do it. Get to the Cove. Family Dentist, Lawrence Ferlin, E is the dentist, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, and more. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Dr. Sherman Clay, chiropractor. Gentle adjusting. Most insurance accepted. Massage therapy, too. Walk-ins are welcome. Call 773-324-4325. That's HEAL. Dr. Sherman Clay. Calabria Imports has Italian foods and a great deli. You mention this TV ad, and you get a free Joe tea with a sandwich order. Conveniently located at 1905 West 103rd Street, Calabria Imports has great stuff. Check it out. I do all the time. Since 1967, El Jardín has been serving the finest Mexican food. Before, after, or during ball games, located conveniently just 3 blocks south of Wrigley Field, 3335 North Clark. Whether there's a game or not, you still get hungry, and El Jardín has great service, great food, and great drinks. I've enjoyed every meal I've had there, and you will too. So get to El Jardín for great Mexican food at 3335 North Clark Street in Chicago. You'll be glad you did. In Paul Konerko's final days of playing, he analyzed his career. He could, of course, remember the 2005 World Series, game number 2, hit the big tater, and then he said this.
I mean, it's a tough one because there's so many. All the opening days, I can remember them all. You can remember all the opening days.
08 maybe?
The blackout game, yeah, that was definitely one you don't forget. Jim's home run there, that was great. That whole 5-day stretch, where I think we had to win every single game for 5 straight days, and actually needed the Twins, I think, to lose 3 of them or something. That whole 5-day stretch was definitely it was something that you always remember. And I think I was telling that story the other day because with all the playoff stuff going on, but that stuff, it came up somehow. So
Burley's games,
the fight with the Tigers in 2000, that was a good one. There's actually a few bad moments we could mention with people coming on the field and all that, but we'll stay away from that. But you don't forget those. I mean, because again, we play so much baseball that you could talk about this great game and all that. We're like, it's all baseball. But when something happens crazy, then you're like, wow, look at this. The fights in the stands, and that's what gets us excited as players. But if you're listening out there, don't run on the field. No, that's such a tough question. I hope I answered some of it, but there's so many of them. I mean, the truth is, if you brought up a game and said, hey, remember this game from 2003 where so-and-so did this, there's a good chance I'd recall it. I wouldn't know all the details, but you do kind of remember everything. I can remember games I played in the minor leagues that had certain things that happened into them. So it's kind of like you don't remember what happened yesterday, but you can remember some stuff that happened a long time ago, and that's what makes it good. I mean, it's the stories that, at the end of the day, you walk out here with a bunch of stories, and you just keep the train moving. We got managers and coaches in there with stories, and I have stories. It's just everybody. That's how it. At the end of the day, the numbers and all that. It's great, and you have to earn a living, but what you take away from you is the stuff that's just all those memories of crazy stuff and the stories on the road, all that stuff. It's great.
Funniest teammate?
Handball, and then what's the plan for the week as far as games?
Hand's good. I can still feel it in there. I was a little sore today because I played those 2 nights in Detroit. Took a lot of swings and kind of a second day soreness today a little bit. I think the plan is, be ready tonight off the bench, and then I think the next 3 days, go get them out. I don't know if, as far as I would think I'd play first, at least Sunday. That's kind of up to Robin if he wants to DH me or play first, but I think the next 3 nights I'm in there.
Last 2 questions, guys.
Sunday.
What's that?
Sunday, anticipate playing the entire game to start.
I will. I mean, at least a good chunk of it. Now, if something happens during that just seems right, like where, my second at bat I go deep or something, and that might be the one. But if I hit a dribbler back to the mound, I'll probably stay in for another. But it doesn't really matter, I know, in the grand scheme of things. But that could play into it, just the flow of the game and what happens. I would definitely hope to play at least 2 at bats, but I'm not ruling out the whole game, and just see how it goes. But why not? I mean, we'll see. Again, this is the first time I'm going through this kind of stuff, but I'd say a good 2 or 3 at bats, but we'll see.
Paul, you showed publicly your feelings towards Jerry Reinsdorf after the World Series. What has he meant to you, and what he did for you in this organization?
Just how loyal he is. I mean, not just with my dealings with him, but just when you work somewhere for 16 years, as you guys have probably worked for your, companies and all that, you just get a feel for everything. You just got to know who's who and what's what and how it all goes. And certainly my dealings with him have been great, but those are really small in the grand scheme of things. You're talking over a couple times over a 16-year period where you actually have to come to a business situation and, hey, let's talk about this, and when am I going to stay, am I going to go? Really, it's kind of a small part of the 16 years, but just watching how people in the organization, the employees, you see the same faces, how they're handled and all that. You just, you kind of take inventory on that. You just sit there and watch, and it all comes from the top. It comes from him, the whole people underneath him and the people underneath them and all that. You kind of see, and I would say that, the whole entire place is the best part about it. Is it's like in today's sports, you don't see too many teams being run like a family-oriented thing anymore. It's a very corporately run, big business type of thing, and I've always loved the fact that it's not like that at all here. I mean, it's just very open door, very, you can walk in there, anybody can walk in there and sit down in his office and just chat with him if you want. It's not some big grand thing, and I've always felt comfortable with that. And the way he's treated people and stuff that you guys don't even know, how he's handled people that used to play here, used to work here, all that stuff. I mean, you just see that, and it just, and then you have your own dealings with him that are good. You just, it's very lucky to have that type of thing. And, I'll always, the phone rings and it's him, I'm always going to pick it up and say, what can I do for you? There'll never be a time that wouldn't happen.
Thank you,
Paul. Thanks.
very much.
You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Kim G. Sherman, psychotherapist, Des Plaines Wellness Center. Therapy for individuals, couples, families. Call 847-962-4849. I've known Kim for over 20 years. She is a true professional, and she will help you. Give her a call. Family Dentist, Lawrence Furland, EDS, 109th and Kedzie, crowns, veneers, cleanings, improving your smile. They do a great job. Call 773-233-7044. Excellent work, impeccable. Call the Family Dentist, 773-233-7044. 7044. They did a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. Nuevo Leon, for the best Mexican cuisine since 1962. Serving every day from 7 a.m. to midnight. Conveniently located 1515 West 18th Street, just a block east of Ashland in Chicago. Of course, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a wide range of menu items. Everything from steak, seafood, to breakfast, to chicken, pork, dine-in, carry-out, tacos, enchiladas, everything you can imagine, and great quality at Nuevo Leon, 1515 West 18th. We're back on the spotlight, and when I came to the Southside Ballpark on Cinco de Mayo, I was concerned that I could find a player who was playing well enough that it wouldn't be hiding from the media. And the guy that I found was the top hitter on the team right now, Avisail Garcia. A guy who came in with tons of promise and future, but suffered an unfortunate injury that caused him to miss a lot of time last season. But he came back earlier than expected and certainly has been very solid in the lineup and pretty good defensively in 2015. So we talked to him about a variety of things, and his answers are short and to the point. I'm sure you could speak to this better than anybody in the room. There's no substitute for health, and you're feeling good and whacking the ball.
Yeah, feeling great, feeling great, and try to play hard every day and put everything, try to help my team win and play hard every day.
Yeah, I've been using you as a trivia question the past week. Who's leading the White Sox in batting average and on-base percentage? And it's probably a tricky thing to be aggressive, but yet be selective at the plate. How do you balance those two things?
Yeah, trying to be selective, trying to work accounts, trying to see more pitches, and trying to be intelligent in the home play, and trying to hit the ball inside. So that's put in play and put in good swing. That's it.
You seem comfortable as a heart of the order guy. Is there one spot in the order that you like best?
No, I don't. Whatever they put me, I'm gonna do my best to try to put my team win and try to do my best for the team.
You and Jose are often adjacent in the order, but that also LaRoche too, and you three are the guys looking to be the RBI guys of this team.
Yeah, I think everybody wanna do the job right. Everybody wanna win. Everybody want the dry run scene, and sometimes that happens, sometimes not. It's baseball, everything can happen, so we just gotta keep working and do our best for the team.
I know you want to play within your own skills and not try to do too much, but I imagine when you play a team like the Tigers, you would like to give a little showcase and say, this is what you're missing.
No, I just try to do my job, try to drive runs in, try to make a play, and try to play my game, and do my best for the White Sox.
But here comes Carlos Sanchez back, playing solid defense all the way through, and hitting well, and maybe a stabilizing force in the infield. We'll hear him talk through his main man translator, and get some ideas about his thought process and his intent to stay exactly where he is now with the big club. With help from translator Billy Russo, ironically, Sanchez was speaking to me in English moments before we started, but he called for Billy, and so here we go. Things that is important, I think, we know about his defensive skills and hitting, but I think being a smart, aggressive base runner is a very important part of it. And how does he feel he is in that area?
No, mira, que de verdad que yo siempre trabajo todo mi talento, de verdad que mi defensa, mi bateo, mi correo de base. Yo sé que no soy el mejor corredor de base, pero traté de sacar lo mejor de mí, traté de dar el mejor trabajo posible. Yo creo que eso es lo importante. De verdad que nunca digo que no puedo en nada, sino que traté de siempre exigirme más. Yo creo que eso es lo que me ha dado un buen resultado todos estos años.
I always work around all the areas, all the baseball areas, and my offense, my defense, and my running. Of course, probably I know the best or the faster runner in the team, but I try to be the smarter one, and try to take advantage of it. and I think that I'm working on it right now. And I work during my time in AAA, and I think that I'm good. I'm very good in that area, and I feel very confident in all my game. And you just try to keep working every day hard.
How did it feel to go into Oakland, a tough place for the White Sox, and sweep them?
No, de verdad que es increíble desde que llegué aquí los muchachos me decían que están jugando una pelota increíble. Yo también lo estaba viendo los resultados, estamos consiguiendo las victorias, que es lo importante, y siempre salimos con la mejor energía posible, salimos al el 100% de cada uno de nosotros a hacer las pequeñas cosas y conseguir esos 3 juegos en Oakland, la verdad que significa mucho para nosotros y vamos a seguir trabajando en eso y seguir consiguiendo la victoria.
It was incredible. It was incredible because the team have been playing good, and we won all the games there, and our confidence is up, and I think that is good. We have to keep playing in the way that we are playing, and I think that there is a room there is a room to keep improving in all the aspects, and we are good. We are good right now.
Okay, to finish up, as you look at your pitching staff, there were guys maybe you have faced on this team, or guys you wondered about, you heard about, and now you are their teammate and you're seeing, wow, I didn't know this guy was so good. Who on the pitching staff fits that area?
Probablemente pues ya tú te has enfrentado o te has enfrentado a algunos de los muchachos de aquí, pero ahora que tienes la oportunidad de trabajar con algunos de ellos y poder ver pues qué tan buenos son, quién de repente de ellos es el que más te ha impresionado a ti.
¿Cómo qué?
De los lanzadores, pues, de los abridores, que de repente te hayas enfrentado antes y ahora tengas la oportunidad de trabajar con ellos aquí en el equipo.
No, aquí en el equipo, de verdad que todavía no, bueno, una sola tuve la oportunidad de batearle a Cel ahí en Spin Train, y de verdad que no, mira, un pitcher que tiene mucho talento, de verdad que él lo demuestra cada vez que en su salida, de verdad que todos los pitchers aquí son buenísimos, de verdad que para mí es un placer salir a defender y estar en el terreno con ellos, y de verdad que tenemos un buen cuerpo de pitchers, todos los pitchers hacen su trabajo y de verdad que trato de hacer las mejores jugadas para ellos.
All our pitchers are very good. Of course, Chris Sale is the ace, and I play against him in the spring training, and it's really tough to try to bat against him. But I think that we have a very, very strong pitching staff, and for us it's awesome to count with that kind of pitchers. And for me, I just trying to help them every time that I was able to play in second base or whatever the team want me to play for them.
All right. Buen suerte.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700.
And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget the Illinois Lottery too.
That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski.
You know you should get to the Dirty Sock on alternate Thursdays at 8 p.m. when I do my trivia game. They have great food, great drink, great people at 93rd and Roberts Road. It's a fun place. I've been going there for years. So start coming out on Thursday nights at least. I'll see you at 8 o'clock. We'll have fun. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You've got to get to Papa Joe's new location, 5900 West 111th Street. Italian beef, tetrazzini, great pizza, Parmesan, ravioli, and more. All my classic choices. New location and they can still deliver into the city, get to Papa Joe's. Welcome to another edition of the Spotlight. Yeah, Fred Hoiberg is in, Tom Thibodeau is out, so we're going to show you some Tom Thibodeau, his final moments as Bulls coach.
Defense, we probably could have done a lot better than we did.
Tom, I know you know there's been a lot of speculation about your future here. Do you expect to be coaching this team here next season?
Yeah, I mean, until they tell me I'm not, I expect to be here. So that's the way I'm approaching it.
Tom, what do you think team needs going forward to get better, to get by LeBron and whoever else?
Yeah, you know, I would say it'd be premature right now to, you know, like when the season ends, what you like to do is decompress and take a long look at it to evaluate, you know, what is needed in moving forward. So I don't want to say too much on that right now.
Tom, you got Pau Gasol back, and he got off to a pretty good start early, but just talk about his night.
Yeah, you know, I want to give Pau a lot of credit for, he gave us everything that he had. And, you know, obviously he was laboring, you know, but I think it speaks a lot as to who he is. You know, he knew the situation that we were in, and that's what he could give us, and he gave us everything that he had, and he had a terrific season for us.
Tom, you say until they tell you I'm not, you expect to be here, but there's quite a bit of chatter about other teams showing interest in you. How will you handle that if other teams approach you and ask?
I haven't even thought about it. I haven't thought about it.
Tom, I know you talked about this a little earlier, but with the season being up and down and stuff, but how would you judge this season? Like, how do you characterize it if someone said, you know, characterize this season for the Bulls?
Well, you know, there's some good, some bad. It's not for me to judge. You know, I have my own things that I'll look at in terms of, you know, where we are, you know, the things we accomplished. I think for the team to stick together the way they did, it's a credit to them. You know, I believe our starters played in 20 games, and you know, they probably played in less practices than that. So it's a credit to them that we were able to do what we did.
Tom, tough to reflect this close back here. Tough to reflect on the season this soon after a loss. But in retrospect, did the noise, did the distraction, the speculation take a toll on your team emotionally, mentally? Cause you lose focus?
Like I've mentioned this before, like in this league, and if you're a pro, it's easy to get sidetracked, and you always want to guard against that. So, you know, if you want to find an excuse, you can. You want to make good, you can. And, you know, there's always a lot of adversity. And it's, you know, I think it's the way you look at things. I think being mentally tough through adversity is huge. You know, the adversity, you have to look at it in terms of an opportunity to grow. And I thought our team handled that part well. And, you know, whether, you know, it's trade talk or, you know, injuries, whatever it might be. And I think you eliminate all that stuff. If you're building the right habits all season long, then you don't allow yourself to get distracted.
Hey, Tom, Derek ended up having no free throw attempts today. But going into the game, a lot of people thought he's going to have to get to the line quite a bit. He only got 3 attempts the last game. First 2, he wasn't getting any. Then you were calling him. I mean, any thoughts on him not having 1 free throw attempt in this game at all?
Yeah, you know, I don't know. In general, you know, I think it's tough right now. I think he's not an easy guy to officiate because of his strength combined with the speed and quickness. And so I do think there's a lot of contact where he doesn't get calls. And I also think because of his nature, he never complains. You know, he's not one of those guys that's exaggerating contact or, you know, whining to the officials. It's not him. So, but overall, I think when Derek has a chance to take a step back, he'll feel good about where he is. And as I said, I think he's regained confidence, and I think he'll be ready to roll.
I eat on the pasta twice just...
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people. Have a tremendous time at Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine. You'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's.
Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at Watt 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Baracco's Pizza has Benkowski Trivia, Thursday, August 20th at 8 p.m. at 3047 West 111th in Mount Greenwood. Then, Monday, August 24th at 8 p.m., get over to Crestwood and the Baracco's at 134th and Cicero. Also, Benkowski Trivia, a completely different game with all new questions. So I'll see you at one of those or both. Baracco's Trivia with Benkowski. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. You better get to Jackie's Hot Dogs, open past midnight 7 days. 2 Polish and fry, $5.69. Gyros plate with big fries, $8.59. Big Baby double cheese, $2.85. Tamales, Italian beef, pizza puff, shakes, chicken breast, onion rings, and more at 5415 South Pulaski. They have it all going on at Jackie's Hot Dogs. I highly recommend it. I eat there periodically. I love it. You should try it too.
Reliever where you want to be, you know, 8th, 9th inning or whatever. But I'd like to just build on that. You know, I'm hoping that I'll get some opportunities for some holds this year. You know, 7th, 8th inning stuff. So for me, that, you know, going in, that's kind of going to be my own personal goal, is to just be able to, you know, if I'm put into a game with you know, a 1-run lead or when the team's ahead, just to be able to leave the game with the lead still. So that's really all it is for me.
When you have your sit downs with Coop, you know, what kind of stuff is he telling you? I mean, what's his like main goal for you?
You know, Coop and I have a really good relationship. We talk a lot about stuff, and you know, I don't know if there's any one thing that he's banging on me about. You know, during spring training, I had some things timing-wise and some kind of mechanical tweaks that he picked up on and kind of helped me through. But other than that, so far this year, it's been pretty much we've been on the same page. So there hasn't really been a lot of coaching or rebuilding that needs to go on just yet. I hope it stays that way. I hope that I can stay in a position where you know, my delivery is good, I'm throwing the ball well, where he's not feeling like he needs to, you know, coach me, and he can just kind of let me do my thing.
This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero.
Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing, 708-396-1010.